So hands on knees or hands in your waist, in your lap. Sitting up tall, close your eyes, and we'll just take a couple minutes, 2 or 3, to connect with your breath. So belly breathing, deep abdominal breathing to start. Inhale, expand the abdomen, and exhale, pull the abdomen in. Anchoring with our breath. Inhale and exhale. So it should be a little bit easier to get into breath practice and a quick meditation in the morning because you don't have so many thoughts to push against. The day hasn't happened yet. So really take this time. Follow your breath. Inhale and exhale. You can even repeat, I feel myself inhale. I feel myself exhale. Okay, that's from the Buddhist tradition. And it's one of the rules. The rules are the practices for breathing. Okay, it's one of the beginning ones that said that Buddha taught his students, over 2,500 years ago, just the idea of staying connected with the breath, and you use the words, I feel myself inhale, I feel myself exhale. Use your abdominals. And then we'll come into, so that's just like a note as a tool for breathing, right, and a mantra. So let's move that into, in yoga, what we call a pranayama practice, a breath practice. And that's 3-part pranayama, 3-part breath, right? So into your belly, inhale. You may even want to move your hands to your ribs, expand your ribs. Up into your chest. Exhale from the top down. Pull the ribs in. Pull the abdominals in. Inhale. Belly. Ribs. Chest. Exhale. 3 parts, right? So 3 parts, filling up the lungs, emptying the lungs. And then we're going to do this 2 more times. We're going to do retention. So inhale. All the way up. Fill, 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 fill. A little bit more. Suspend the breath for 3. So no effort, just floating. 2, 1. Exhale on a 6 count. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the abdominals. Lift up your pelvic floor, at least awareness to the pelvic floor. Hold. And inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Suspend the breath. 3, 2, 1. And last time, big long exhale. Exhale for 8, 7, 6. Don't worry if you run out. There's usually a bit more to squeeze out. 5, 4. Control it. 3. Squeezing lower abdominals, finding pelvic floor. 1. Hold. And then let it go. Normal breathing. Beautiful warm up for the lungs. Coming to 1 Om, take your arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, touch your palms. Hands down to heart center, feeling centered after that breath practice and pranayama. Right, inhale together to Om. Nice. Namaste, everyone. Namaste. All right, so we're going to bring hands to the mat. I'm actually going to double check that I'm recording to the cloud on Zoom. So I'm going to get you into this, and then you'll see me come close and double check the recording. Okay, so hands down to the mat. And then you're going to take your right ear to your right shoulder. Exhale. And just hold that. So you're going to push the left hand down. You can close your eyes. I'm going to try to hold poses just a touch longer than normally. It's about 5 counts, just a touch longer. So hold that. Exhale. Sorry, I apologize. I'm gonna double check here that we're recording. There we go. We weren't. Yay. Okay. Okay. Keep breathing. And then to transition, we're gonna come down and let the chin roll down. Now, as your chin's coming down to the chest, we want to pinch the shoulder. Pinch is a bad word. Pull your shoulder blades together and sit up tall. And just slowly let your head hang down. No effort. Breathing. Feel myself inhale. I feel myself exhale. As I exhale, I feel the release a little deeper. Push your hands into the mat, even if it's just fingertips. Inhale, and there's a little strength in the core. Inhale, chin comes up. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Push your left hand down. Sorry, your right hand down. I feel myself inhale and feel a stretch in my neck. As I exhale, I feel an opening. So feel each breath, inhale and exhale. We're working on being present as we open up the muscles and the tissues. Tissues have memory. Oh my goodness, right? Mind-body connection. They hold memories, they hold traumas, they just hold repetitive, crazy injuries that we do, obviously, right, in a deep cellular level. So if we're present and breathe into it, what science has shown is it just helps you to release. Right? Inhale, I feel my neck stretch open. Exhale, I feel it going a little deeper. Slowly let the chin roll forward just for a breath. Exhale, push into the hands. Inhale, lift the chin. Into a very gentle twist. Right hand behind you, just a little bit, just off on an angle. Okay, left hand onto the knee, onto the right knee. And you were not going big twist here. So inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, little revolution. Think of the right shoulder coming back. And if the neck feels free, you can look back, you can twist your neck. I just want you to be really careful where you're twisting from here. Whole spine is moving. Hold it, inhale. Right shoulder goes back. Exhale. Eyes go back. One more breath. Nice. Inhale, forward. Inhale, I feel myself moving. Exhale, I feel myself twisting. Sit up tall. You can use your back hand to prop and help you sit up. Inhale. Exhale, revolve. Okay, notice how your neck feels. Think of the left shoulder pulling open. Inhale. Exhale. Coming forward, inhale. Well done, hold the knees. Exhale, so you're holding on here so you don't fall back, essentially. So exhale, good tug on the knees, drop the chin in, kind of like a seated cat, and just hold this for a breath, or 2 or 3. And so you're leaning back, you're tucking the chin, holding onto the knees, breathing. Inhale, feel the chest and belly expand and the ribs. Exhale, let your head relax. The back round, pull the navel in, big rounding. And then we're going to come up and continue this sitting up straight. So inhale, take the hands behind the head, interlace fingers and open the shoulders. Open the chest, shoulder blades pull together. Inhale, lift up a little bit of an arch up. Inhale, eyes up. And then elbows come forward. Exhale, keep your back straight. Okay, so we're not rounding the back this time, just tucking the chin. Exhale to start. So exhale, elbows forward, tuck the chin. Now the back will round a little bit, just a bit. Keep your lower abdominal strong. Awareness there. Exhale, tuck the chin. And you're not pushing or pulling on your head, it's just gravity, but your hands are kind of just giving a little extra weight. Exhale. We're just warming up, right? Stretch through the back of the neck. Feel it. Feel where you're tight between the shoulder blades. Feel yourself exhaling. Feel yourself inhale. Exhale. Well done. Slowly now, attention to core strength. So the abdominals are engaged. Inhale, lift up. That supports your back, allows you to move a nice straight back. Ooh, and arms come down to the sides. Exhale. Okay, moving on to all fours. Right, with awareness to the breath. Table pose. So we're going to do a variation of thread the needle. So you're on all fours. So you're going to take your left arm and bring it out wide. So you're kind of crouching down. Your right arm bends. Come down and spread that left arm out really wide, and then drop. So notice how I'm doing it. I'm dropping the shoulder down to the mat. Forehead down or over on your left ear. My right hand is just here for support. Okay, I'll go forward so you can see it. I think you can see it. I go up here. All right. Okay, stretch out the front of your shoulder. Okay, another breath. Then we're going to take the other side. Inhale, come up. All right, knees are pretty wide apart here to be able to keep balance in your low back. And then the arm stretches out. The arm stretches out. Walk your hands out. Exhale, dive down. I'll turn the other way. Okay, stretch it out. Over on the ear. So try looking either way. See how it works for you. My neck is pretty tight on the right side. I notice. Okay, keep working your, and then see if that right shoulder will come down to the mat. Good work. Pushing into your hand, come up. Ooh. Cat pose with a, not cat pose, sorry, child pose with a reach over to the side. So sitting back down onto the heels. Reach over to your reach over to your left side. Your right hand goes under your forehead for support. And just reach. So now we've got belly, when you're breathing, you feel the abdominals moving on your thigh. You can make a fist to stack your head on. You don't want your head just hanging there, so stack up, make a fist if that's better. And just stretch out. So reach your right butt cheek down to your heel as you stretch your right arm over. Breathing. Inhale, feel yourself breathe. Exhale, feel the stretch. Other side. And walk yourself over, aware of your breath. Sink your head down. So I'm making a fist to rest my head on. Just feels so much easier first thing in the morning. And then stretch it out. Left hip down to the heel. Breathing deep. Inhale, feel your ribs expand. Exhale, feel the stretch deepening. Nice. Coming to center, walk both hands out straight. Coming up, inhale, puppy pose, walk the hands forward as wide as your mat. Knees are still apart. Now wiggle your tail back. My hands needed to slide forward just a little bit more, so wiggle your tail back. Exhale, you're dropping the chest down to the mat. So huge shoulder opener here through the whole shoulder girdle. Your tailbone tilts up. Your chest reaches for the mat, chin or forehead on the mat. Hands go wide if that's easier. Okay, for your shoulders. So I don't know how, my shoulders are tight. I'm not sure where everybody is. You've got to take your time here. Sink slowly. If it's too deep, you come up, do a child pose, okay? Exhale. slide up. Now we're going to do hovering cat, down dog to hovering cat. If you prefer to do cat pose, cat cow, instead you go for that, okay? That's a nice option. So either cat cow, or I'll demonstrate down dog hovering cat. So down dog with knees bent, drop the chest down between the shoulders like we just did in puppy. Inhale forward, so this would be cow pose if you're doing that. And lift the chest, drop the belly. Exhale to bent knee down dog. Inhale, hovering cat. Great for the toes, right? Wiggle out your toes. Inhale. Great for the fascia, bottom of the feet. So, you know, even though we have a specific focus on shoulders, neck, chest, guess what? Yoga works everything, right? The whole body. A couple more rounds of your cat cow or down dog hovering cat. Nice dynamic movement to warm you all up. Last one. Big inhale. And then we're going to walk back, everybody, to the back of your mat, to your feet. Forward bend with knees bent. Now take your hands, interlace your fingers, bring them behind your head like we did seated. And it's just a little extra grabbies. You're not pushing, right? They're just kind of resting in the skull. Knees are bent, elbows point back. Let yourself relax. Whole back line of the body from the neck and the skull there, between the shoulder blades. Soften out. Nice. 2 more breaths. Hands to the mat. Shake your head out, shake your shoulders, wiggle your toes. Roll up really mindfully. Inhale, I feel myself rolling up. Slowly, hands come up, look up, extend the whole spine. Hands down to heart center, exhale, looking forward. Okay, we're going to do dancer pose. So the intention here is to open the front line of the body, especially the shoulder when you reach back. Now, if you've got a wall you want to hang on to, if you've got a counter you want to hang on to as you reach forward, so you're able to sustain the holding, do that, okay? So it's totally fine to find that spot to help you balance, especially this morning when we want to really focus on holding and opening the shoulder. So you're going to reach back. 2 ways to do this. Palms facing in, just reach back, hold the right ankle. If you want a little more shoulder opening, you're going to externally rotate. So see that? So I take my thumb, face your palm forward, and then face your palm out. You'll feel that more. And take the inside of the ankle. Right away, what? Big opener on the shoulder. The other hand comes up, kind of into a sight line, eye sight line, and then kick the knee back. Feel the shoulder opening. Feel the quadricep opening and reach. This is where, if you're feeling your balance is tricky this morning, you're going to hold on to something in front of you, okay? We want to be able to hold this and open the chest. The knee kicks up and back. The foot kicks up and back. Help you open. Breathe. I feel myself inhaling. I feel myself exhaling. Two more breaths. Inhale, come up. Exhale. I'm going to roll right to the other side. Okay, shake your shoulder out if you need to. So either hand facing in, grab the outside of the foot. Externally rotate, grab the inside. Either one. Right, get balanced. Use your wall or your counter. Exhale, come forward. Holding. Use your breath to connect. So how are you feeling? Inhale, I feel my chest open and stretch. Exhale, I go a little deeper, kicking my foot up. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Let's come on up. Inhale. Foot down, arm down. Exhale. We're going to do wide angle forward bend. Lost my strap. And you can use your strap for this. Here it is. My tea towel. All right, so you can use your strap. Bring it behind your back if you wish. All right, or you can interlace your fingers. Exhale, forward fold. We're just going to hold 2 or 3 breaths. So your feet are wide. Wiggle them out. Sorry, I didn't cue that very well. Take your feet really wide apart. Exhale, hands come overhead. Stretch to the shoulder girdle. Nice. Good work. One more breath. Hands come to low back. Down to the mat. Lift up halfway. Heel toe the feet in. Beautiful. And then we're going to face the short edge of the mat. I'm going to step back with the left foot. With the right foot. Drop your right knee down. And you're in horse pose. So you're in this 90-degree lunge. You're going to take, so we're going to do eagle arms. Arms forward. Left arm is on top. Eagle arms. Or grab shoulders. Okay. Breathe. Couple more breaths. Remember, you can have your blanket underneath your right knee. If your knees are tricky, then you've already done that, you know that. Switching sides, exhale, so hands come down. Step back, step forward. Okay. Little pelvic tilt to open up the hip, front of the hip. The right arm is going to go on top. You want your elbows parallel to the mat, but pull your shoulder blades down. Okay, actively move your shoulder blades down your back. Push into your front big toe. Nice. Exhale, hands come down. Beautiful. We're going to move to seated. I've actually got 3 more poses I want to do, so let's rock and roll. We may go over 2 or 3 minutes. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. We'll see what we do. Okay, so Gomukhasana, sitting in easy pose, cross-legged pose, half lotus, full lotus, wherever it goes for you here. So we're going to take the right arm and lift it up overhead. Okay. Palm is facing down between your shoulder blades and lift your elbow up. Left arm comes out like you're hitchhiking. Turn the thumb down, reach it back. This palm faces up. Join your hands together. My hands don't join together. Take your strap. Use that arm again. Turn it down, rotate it back, hold the strap. Sit up tall. Spine is straight. Open the chest, pull the shoulder blades together. Nice. We'll take the other side. So switch your legs around, okay? Whichever leg's in front or on top. And if you want to do, sorry I didn't show you this, if you want to do full Gomukhasana legs, you can. So your right leg is tucked under, your left leg tucks on top. Okay, it's intense for a lot of folks, but if you know the pose, take Gomukhasana legs. If not, cross legs. Okay, with the other leg on top. So if you know you're going to need the strap, put it in your left hand now. Bring it up. Hold on to your elbow. Open your armpit up. So sore right shoulder from mousing, you're going to feel this. Thumb is up, you're hitchhiking. Turn it down so you're internally rotating here. Come around behind you. Hold on. Lift up. Try to wiggle that bottom hand. Your right hand is up the strap as high as you can if you're not interlacing your fingers. And you're really reaching your left elbow up. Your spine is straight. Try not to slouch. Pull shoulder blades together. Lift the chest. Roll your right shoulder back. One more breath. Well done. Okay, we're going to release the strap. Woo! So we're going to come down and do a yin pose. Can't remember what it's called. Something about a wing. So thinking of your wings, I think it's called fallen wing. So we're going to come down on our stomach. And the left arm is going to be out extended. Okay? What's going to happen is we're going to roll over on the left side with your knees bent at 90 degrees. So you're really going to be putting some stretch through that right. We're going to roll over to the left side so you're stretching left shoulder. So your right hand is going to push to help you roll. Your head stays on the ground on your left ear. Now bring your knees up to 90 degrees. Okay, so a little fetal position. Now take your left arm and stretch it out even more. Stretch, stretch, stretch. You can put your pillow under your head if you want. Okay, now your top leg, keep the bend in it and just reach it back. It's called stag legs. Okay, your right hand can reach around your back. Now keep wiggling your left shoulder out. Option here, grab your right ankle. How's that for a pretzel? So keep breathing. You want your left ear on the mat. Stretch that left arm out. Keep rolling open with the chest. Kick your foot back like you did in Dancer. Roll it open. Okay, other side, everybody. Release the foot if you have it. Roll over. I'm going to turn around so you can see me on the other side. So your right arm is going to stretch out. You're going to push into your left hand to roll you over. And as you roll over, you keep reaching that arm out, okay? Your right ear is on the mat. Your knees come up to 90 degrees. So you're over on your side. You're not squished in the front of your chest here. Okay, rolling on your side. So you can stay here with your hand propping in front of you, or you can roll it behind you to further open your shoulder. Your top leg does kick back. The knee stays bent. You're just kicking it back, kind of like, it's called stag legs, right? Like a stag is running here. You can grab your ankle if you want. Okay, now keep rolling open. So you're kicking the foot back if you've got it. Rolling open. Keep your ear on the mat. Keep wiggling the shoulder out, the hand out. And your left shoulder reaches up. Nice. Come on back center. Push onto your hands, roll up. Woo, child pose for just a breath. We're going to do bridge for just 2-3 breaths and then down on the back. So if Shavasana on your back isn't great. You lie on your side in Baby Krishna, fetal position, or come back up to seated. Okay, rolling down mindfully. I just want to open the front of the body before we take just a minute in Shavasana and then we close. Hands by sides. Just lift the hips, lift the shoulders. So bridge pose has your feet hip width apart. Your hands reach down to your sides. You just feel your heels. Roll onto your shoulders. Lift your chest. Lift your chin. Open the front line of the body. Interlace your fingers if you want. I don't want to go too intense. We've already done a lot of lifting through the chest. And roll down. So here's an option for your minute or two in Shavasana. Take your pillow, put it under your back so it's under the area between your shoulder blades. Take your blanket or another pillow, put that under your head so your chest is lifted. Okay, so I want to lie here. Find your spot. So it's just, notice it's not huge, right? There's just a little lift. Hands go to your sides, reach them out. I like having a blanket here under my head so I'm not stretching my neck so much, but if it feels okay for you to have your head tilted back, then you do that. Just open the chest passively. And exhale. So arms can be out like wings or they can be by your sides. You decide. Flop your feet open. If you take your arms out wide, you're going to get a nicer stretch, deeper stretch on your shoulders, I think. For me, that's how it feels in this pose. And breathe. Just a couple more breaths here. Finish it off. Inhale, I feel myself inhaling. Exhale, I feel myself exhaling. Start to move your feet and your fingers, your wrists and your ankles, and then moving the knees in, give them a hug. I'm going to suggest we rock and roll up to seated. Totally fine. You want to roll to Baby Krishna pose, all right? So roll, if that's what you want, roll to your right side first, and then prop yourself up to seated, or grab your hamstrings and just rock and roll a little bit. Invigorate your spine and come up, okay? Close in our traditional manner, finding your seated position. Rubbing your palms together. Hands cup over the eyes, eyes hold, eyes rest in the hands. Take a big breath of gratitude. Big exhale. Smiling, hands to heart center. Feeling the vibration of your chant as you close. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. And I honor the place in you of love, of truth, of peace, and of wisdom. And I honor the place in you where when you were in that place and I'm in that place, there's only one of us. Namaste.